Hello everyone, this is Miss Phoebe Wong. Today we are commemorating Racial Harmony Day. First, let me talk to you about the origins of Racial Harmony Day. In 1964, long before you were born, Singapore was not a peaceful country. There was tension between the Chinese and Malay over a court case of Maria Hitov. As you can see from this Straits Times newspaper report, at that time, the riot has took away 8 lives and there were 60 people injured in the rioting, and this is just one riot. The Straits Times called Singapore a danger zone, which is a far cry from the safe city we are now living in.
Whenever I am feeling low, I look around me and I know there's a place that will stay within me. Wherever I may choose to go, I will always recall the city, know every street and shore, sail down the river which brings us life, winding through my Singapore. This is home, truly, where I know I must be.
There was this time. She was put in the care of a Malay lady during the war and was brought up as a Muslim. Later, her Dutch parents wanted her back.
The video documents the horrors of racial riots. Can you believe it? It was Singapore in 1964? Do you want to live in a place like this? I believe all our answers are no. Racial harmony is never by chance, and the consequences of racial conflict are grave and fatal, and it must never happen again. The lesson was so painful that we put it in our pledge to remind ourselves not to take racial harmony for granted again. Every day we recite the pledge and remembered our goal, our ideal in building a nation regardless of race, language, or religion. So you might say that that was in the past, and Singapore is the safe country and there is no racial tension between the different races. Is it true? There is no racial tension? Think again. Recently, Straits Times has reported some racist cases. An Indian woman was attacked, and one family from India was told they are no longer welcome in Singapore and they should pack their bags and go back to their country. Another case of a Hindu who comes out of his house to pray. What happened was that his neighbor, who is not a Hindu, decided to interrupt and disturb his prayers by taking out the gong. You know what's a gong? You can look at the picture on my right. And she decided to strike the gong so loudly that he cannot pray. Hi, Mrs. Melissa Tan. What do you think we should do to promote racial harmony in Singapore?
Singaporeans should help each other understand their different cultures and find something common we all have in one another. For example, the food we love. Step by step, we can move closer to our goal, to be one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion. COVID-19 may cause frictions and unhappiness, but we must stay united.
In the midst of COVID-19, it is very heartening to see all the different communities come together to lend a helping hand to those people in need. Let us look at some of them. Now, this lady, Rahima, she founded the Get Well Card project. What is a Get Well Card project? She asked children to write cards to those people who are victims of this pandemic. For example, patients, frontline workers, and those people who lost their jobs. Now, Mr. Panin and his colleagues designed posters which you can download and stick on the door to thank your delivery riders. He believed that contactless delivery does not mean that they have to be heartless as well. Now, these students wanted to help the hawkers to cope with the pandemic. What they did was they created a website called Foodlay, where you can type in your postal code and find the nearest store. Now, this family of three with the 3-year-old son has their own YouTube channel where they make educational videos to teach children about COVID-19. Sales at the Liang Food Caterer has dropped a lot, but General Manager Mr. Fu still lending a hand to the community by preparing food and sending them to the migrant workers. He believes that it's about helping others who are in greater need, and it's better to give than to receive. And I think you can learn something from the cartoon over here. Just like the trees, they become stronger when they intertwined and grow together. All the examples that I have shown just now has gone further than racial harmony. They have shown the importance and value of connected communities. We are definitely stronger together.